Yo, yo, yo. What's up? 1 second. There we go. Cool. Looks like the most anticipated earnings just dropped, so we're gonna take a look at that. Let's see what we can lotto this week. Let's see who tweets it. Whisperer, there they are. Happy Saturday. We're gonna make this watch list together. So, earnings this week, most anticipated. What do I want to do lottos on? Microsoft, PayPal, Facebook, Boeing, Apple, Amazon, Roku, Twitter. We got a big week. I thought Nvidia reported, no? Definitely gonna be doing some Facebook lottos, that's for sure. Top of the morning. We're 80 subscribers away from 20K. Blows my mind. We're almost there. But yeah, so one thing I want to talk about, we talked about this yesterday, how the VIX is starting to look very strong. I do think the VIX could go back to 40. We have this daily squeeze building up. It's about to come out of this consolidation. I also believe it's squeezing on the 3-day. Yep, 3-day holding those moving averages. So 21 and 34 EMA, it's above. We got the 3-day stochastic buy signal. So in my opinion, the VXX, this could go. At the same time, we also have the VXN, which is going to be your NASDAQ VIX index, and we can see that 3-day squeeze. It's gone. So definitely going to be a little cautious going into next week. We do have those big tech earnings. Netflix absolutely flopped. So hopefully we don't see the same reaction with, Facebook, PayPal, so on and so forth. But yeah, let's make a weekly watch list. Let's find some bangers. If you guys got questions throughout this whole process, feel free to ask. But yeah, let's start at the top of the list. Let me get the Discord up to myself. Let's see, car horn. So I mean, basically what I do is I have this ginormous list of everything I've ever traded. And what I'll do, I'll set up a daily, weekly, and monthly time frame with all my stacked EMAs, so 5 through 89, and then my TTM squeeze, stochastics, and on balance volume. So AAL, I haven't traded that in a minute. Apple looks terrible. Back to, actually it has that weekly squeeze. What's up? Apple, we can put that on the short list. So we got Apple that we could look at. Abivai, not interested. Airbnb destroyed those weekly levels. Unfortunately, I got stopped out of my equity. AEM. And a lot of these names I haven't traded in a while, so we're gonna be flipping, we're gonna be skipping some of them. But I will say the market looks very weak. I think we go back to the yearly lows, and personally I think we break below the yearly lows unless these earnings absolutely kill it. It's gonna be interesting. As we can see, literally everything is red. What's up? AMD, I'll look to continue shorting AMD. Broke below that daily, not the daily, actually yeah, this daily bear flag right here. Let's see, AMD puts could go lower. Good morning. I know, it's a joke, isn't it? Apple to look at. Amazon, I mean, that looks weak. That has a monthly squeeze. Monthly orange dot, dark blue momentum squeeze. If it starts losing this 34 EMA, which we can see has been support 3 times, it's probably going lower. It's mainly the QQQ. So yeah, tech, NASDAQ. That's what's dragging everything down. ANET looks like crap. When we looked yesterday, we didn't really find any swings, so I doubt we're gonna find any in this live stream, but we're gonna look. We are going to try our best. Again, I'm going to skip through some of these. Boeing. Those premiums might be a little pricey. It's your choice if you continue to buy HUT. Completely up to you. Baba. I've done my research in the company. I like them. Again, we're speculating, but HUT, they could go to zero. But I have in it what I'm willing to lose. I already did my short-term trades and made so much money off of it. I'm chilling. But I do like that Baba. Nice little gap fill on the daily time frame. Why? Buenos morning. Buenos dias. Baidu, it did fill that gap already. That was on the weekly watch list last week. BJ's, unfortunately, it already bounced. Maybe I'll think about it. Hold on. My dog being needy. I'm trying to get in here. But maybe BJ's. I'm not too sure because it already bounced and completely ripped. So I'll put that back on there. We'll see. No, market is getting sold off substantially. That's what I mean by it's weak. Everybody's selling. Let's see. A lot of these look like crap. Yeah, we might have to throw all swings out the window this week. Because... yo, red. Super red. Yeah, I'll trim my swings when I starting to get satisfied with my profits. Or price targets are hit. The resistance points. Person's pivots. Let's see. Man. How's everybody's Saturday going, though? I don't typically swing trade puts. It's just not what I do. Unless I'm doing SPY and QQQ. We can look to short coin this week. That's breaking below the yearly lows yet again. That corn went insane. Costco was down 20 bucks. I didn't even see that. I got clapped. It's been good. Went to the gym, hit chest, shoulders, and biceps, triceps. Now I'm chilling on here with you guys. Chevron got sold off. Man. I have no idea what TSV. I don't know what that is. Feels like a beach day. Good. I think it's like 60 degrees here. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I have the heater on. It's cold. Just moves too slow. Like, can't even trade it. The diamonds got clapped. Failed that breakout. Man. Yeah, we might be day trading VIX next week. And EA. For some reason, EA is green. And the whole market's red. We have a very small list. I did this last Saturday in my mentorship class, and we had like 30 names, I want to say. Almost 30 names that we could watch. Right now we got 5. Facebook made a new yearly low. The premiums are going to be a little pricey because of Facebook, because earnings, but could go a lot lower, below 185.91, broke below there, so below Friday's low we could definitely go a lot lower. Let's see, FCX clobbered, FedEx bear flagging. Maybe we can get depends on the liquidity this week. Looks like he's trying to break below. FedEx. FCX clobbered. Looks like all the metals are getting clapped, including gold. Get off Robinhood. There it is, GLD. Yep, GLD. Maybe come back to that weekly 21 EMA. I'll look at something there. We still have that monthly squeeze going on. Could even come back to that monthly 21 EMA. We'll see. Might add some positions there. Kind of looks like GameStop is doing a little bull flag on the weekly. Oh, it's gonna be an ugly one. There we go. Let's keep an eye on this. GME. Go a little degen this week. If you guys are new and you're popping in here from the YouTube recommendations, make sure to click that subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me. We are less than 80 subscribers away from 20K subscribers. So if you click that subscribe button, I'll love you forever. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. No, I swing trade Forex. I don't day trade it. I swing trade it. Good old swing trades in Forex. That's some OG stuff right there. I was doing that years ago. I don't do it as much anymore. But we just had a trade on I think it was AUD NZD. You want some bing bongs? I guess I can do that. Bing bong. Bing bong. There you go. I want to see what happens when this comes back to 36.14 or 34.84. HPQ. It's got that weekly squeeze. I watched the 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute when day trading. I like to see them all in confluence. Come to Miami. Trying to get GD and Grizzly to meet me. Trying to get them to go somewhere. Tell them to come to Miami. We'll book the trip. That'd be dangerous. But definitely doable. JD's going for that gap fill. JKS still watching this. I want to try to snag a position off of like 48.50. So JKS. see what we can do there. Oh, somebody click that subscribe button. There you go, bing bong. Now what are we, like 70, 78 subscribers away? Coca-Cola hit that price target. Somebody mentioned Lockheed Martin. Yep. Same moving averages you see on this screen are exactly on my day trading screen. Not too interested in that Lockheed. Man, everything looks awful. LUV couldn't hold the breakout. What do I use for Forex? IG is what it's called. IG, and then you hook it up to your MetaTrader. Looks like that MGM squeeze is gonna fire down. What other questions you guys got for me while I make this list? Honestly, I don't think we're gonna get much swing trades for this week. I'd be interested to see what Microsoft does at 270. MU could be another one because all the semis look weak. So break below that yearly low at 68.34. We could definitely take it lower. 65, 67, MU. Stochastics. I don't use MACD though. MACD sucks. Netflix. Maybe Netflix if it cracks below the low. Maybe watch it at that 200 level for a possible bounce. Psychological support. Nvidia just got clobbered. Maybe Nvidia. We'll see there. I think my dog's about to bark. Maybe. If I randomly mute, it's because my dog's freaking out. Yeah, I think AMD could go lower. A lot of the chips look super weak. So much red. I already have a bunch of videos on stuff like that. How to find stocks to day trade. Typically when you're day trading, you just want to stick to the everyday names. Microsoft, Facebook, Nvidia, AMD, so on and so forth. But you already have a few videos on that. Trust me, if you're looking for a video on something, I probably already have it. Like, no lie. I got almost 600 videos. on my channel. Bro, the cat in the morning is mad annoying. He knows when to try to get in here, and every single time at the same exact time, as soon as I start streaming, 5 minutes after, he tries to get out. And then the dog, he's usually always in here. He's just chilling next to me. Today I didn't let him in, and he basically forced himself in. QQQ, I got that video coming out tonight, so make sure you guys are watching that. Basically my overall view for spying QQQ going into next week, and to be honest with you, I think we test these lows. Possibly go even lower. Yeah, I have long-term accounts. I'll add on dips. If it's for the long term and I have faith in the company going forward, then yeah. I guess you just gotta find out, Ben. Start watching the videos, brother. Promise you, you'll learn something. That's for sure. Roku is sub 100. Wow. There is not a lot on this list that even interests me. Yeah, I own Apple in the long term. I think Apple's like a staple in everybody's long-term portfolio. Looks like SOXS is about to go. This is an inverse of the semis. So Nvidia, AMD, so on and so forth go down. This is going to go up. So SOXS does the opposite of SOXL, which is a semi ETF. So you guys can see the correlation there. But yeah, this looks just like the VXX. I think, honestly, I think they both go. The only reason I didn't want to swing VIX over the weekend was because of that high put to call ratio, and I don't want to get short squeezed. So, have to wait and see. SQ broke that major trend line. Earnings in a couple weeks. Violates 100, it's going lower. Yeah, really? I think we're just going to stick to the day trades this week. I'm really not interested in swinging anything right now just because it's too risky. So where are my day trade names? Tesla. Remember, I still want to start a position on Tesla at 944 and then add the rest at 910. That's where I'm currently interested. Now it depends, do we actually get it? Thank you for the subscribe. I greatly appreciate you. Bing bong. Let's see. When trying to learn, is there any things that you recommend I avoid? Don't follow the Furus. I promise you, like 90% of the stuff you type into YouTube to like actually learn technical analysis, it's going to be the same thing. MACD, RSI. In my opinion, MACD and RSI don't work, and there's much more to it. So you got to find one, a strategy that makes sense to you. And as simple as MACD and RSI sound, you'll see it in the videos. It's just, trust me, I went down that same rabbit hole and just they didn't work. So find a strategy that works. It's going to take a lot of trial and error. Do a lot of research, do a lot of education. My whole strategy has just been through many mentors and many books and just trial and error through all of them, and that's exactly how you see what's exactly on this screen right now. There's a reason why I don't look at any other YouTube channels that's not mine, besides Jadon and Grizzly. But there's a reason why every single day trade I take is the same exact setup, just on a different stock. Every single swing trade I take is the same exact setup, except on a different stock. Every single swing trade I take has to do with a daily squeeze and a weekly squeeze. It's breaking out of a pattern. There's an increasing on balance volume. There's a recent stochastic buy signal, and that's just over time. That has been my highest probability setup, which is why I only swing trade those setups. But yeah, it's been trial and error. So journal your trades. That's going to be key. Because if you, the next 50 trades you take, right? If 20 of them are losers, I can guarantee you if you go back and reflect on those 20 losers, you're going to find one thing about each trade that is resulting in being a loser. Maybe, you know, you're chasing a little too late after it bounces off of VWAP and you end up getting stopped out. You're like, okay, maybe if I start buying it off of VWAP, we're talking day trades, maybe if I start buying it off of VWAP, I can then limit my loss while maximizing my reward. We just did it the other day on QQQ. Which chart? This one. So if we pull up QQQ, and I made a video on how to use the VWAP. What day was that? This day right here. First off, we traded QQQ going into the open above that pre-market high. We absolutely murdered this because of that 5-minute and 10-minute squeeze. So once it broke above that pre-market high at 345.68, this thing absolutely ripped to a high at 347.8. A lot of beginner traders, what they're going to do is they're going to chase the move all the way up here, and the retracement is going to stop them out. Smart traders know to wait for the retracement. What I've noticed is that the 5-minute VWAP and 8 EMA tend to be a very good bounce area. So we literally sniped this thing to a penny off of VWAP. And then we sold most of our position, and then we got stopped out the rest at break even. So you're just going to notice stuff like that. Yes, I use on balance volume for convergence and divergence, actually. So, I mean, even with QQQ, the on balance volume showed clearly on Thursday that we were going lower because it broke below the lows of this low right here. And sure enough, we sold off pretty hard. But yeah, risk management is going to be the other thing too. You always want to get in with the least amount of risk and the highest reward. Usually for beginner traders, it tends to be the opposite. But yeah, journaling your trades is going to be probably one of the biggest things. Where were we at? QQQ. Looks awful. We looked at Tesla. Somebody mentioned Twitter. Somehow Twitter is green. We'll throw that on the list. Twitter. UAL did hold that breakout. It's just pretty overextended. Not really interested in that. Nope. It's gonna be a small list. VXX, VXN, VXN. Walmart's been Walmart reversed. All right. yeah, I think we have a small list this week. So everything that I like through the lists that we just flipped through, we didn't flip through all of them just because I basically already know that I don't want to swing much this week. I'm gonna take it light probably until May 4th. May 4th is when we get the Fed, so we're talking a week and a half. Unfortunately for the people in Team Bull, I'm probably not gonna have any swings for you, but remember, A+ setups only. If we don't get the A+ setups, then we don't take the trade. I have a playlist called Start Here or something like that. Hold on, let me find it. Again, make sure you guys are clicking that subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me. We are less than 75 subscribers from 20K. So, options trading for beginners. This playlist right here. Make sure to watch that. Plus that TTM squeeze one. When is FOMC? Do we have FOMC this week? When is it? Let's see. Economic calendar. To be honest with you, I didn't even look at it. I don't know when our next FOMC is. Let's see. Tuesday. At 9 o'clock, we have home price index, so that's going to be important to pay attention to. Actually, hold on, let me bring this over so you guys can see it. So this at 9 o'clock, we want to pay attention to. Consumer confidence, you want to pay attention to that. Pending home sales, I would say that's pretty important too, so definitely keep an eye on that for Monday, or not Monday, Wednesday. Monday, we have nothing. Thursday, obviously, our jobless claims, continuing claims. PCE, pay attention to all this. 8:30. We have a lot of stuff dropping at 8:30. And yeah, that pretty much sums up what to watch next week. Doesn't look like Powell's speaking at all, so that's good. Oh, May 4th is FOMC. I thought that's when they just discussed the rates. I don't know. But let's narrow the list. 10 to 15. Apple looks like crap. Broke below the bear flag. Probably gonna go lower. It does have that weekly squeeze. They report 428. What day is that? Thursday. I have so many trade breakdowns on my channel. I think I got like over 10 videos of breakdowns. AMD, I want to keep this on the list. Look to short that bad boy. Baba still has that gap to fill. Want to see what we can get there. BJ's, I'm gonna watch BJ's on the side. I'm still very interested in that 63.8 bounce. Just depends on if we continue to squeeze, and hopefully that on-bounds volume comes back up and doesn't set a new low. If that's the case, I'll be a little worried. But yeah, 63.8, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Coin looks very weak. I just think it sold off a little too much for my liking. Facebook, we can definitely watch that. Breaking below the yearly lows. We'll see what happens there. I do want to watch GME just because I feel like being a little degenerate. But we do have that little daily falling wedge right here, so I'd be pretty interested to see if we actually break out to the upside. And it kind of looks like we got that weekly bull flag forming, so we'll see what happens there. HPQ might look for a possible entry off that weekly 21 or 34. We can see that weekly 34 has been a very important level, so I'll more than likely try to snipe it off of there. So we'll put HPQ on the list. We're going to continue to watch JKS. I'm going to try to snag that off of that weekly 21 and 34, which is like at 48.5. Nice little oranged out squeeze, light blue momentum. Ideally would like to see this on balance volume come back up. We're squeezing on the monthly time frame, squeezing on the daily time frame. So we'll see what we can get there. Microsoft. What day do they report? 4/26. That's Tuesday. So depending what happens with Microsoft when it comes to this low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chris, I love hearing that. We'll see what happens with Microsoft when it comes down to this level. Maybe we bounce, maybe we break below it and go even lower. I don't know. So we're gonna have to wait and find out. Netflix. Maybe we short it. See what happens at 200. Nvidia. Again, if you guys are not subscribed yet, make sure to click that subscribe button. I go live every single morning at 8:15 a.m. Eastern time during the market week and give you guys a completely free watch list. This is actually the first day I've done a weekly watch list on my channel, so if you guys do want more in the future, make sure you're clicking that subscribe button. Nvidia's a little iffy. We'll see. Maybe Nvidia finds its way on the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. SQ. I want to see what happens at 100. Twitter. Weird relative strength for some odd reason. So maybe we'll look for calls here. And then VXX. So I definitely, after seeing what the 3-day looks like on VXX, pretty interesting. The TTM Squeeze Pro is a one-time payment. If you guys are gonna purchase a TTM Squeeze Pro though, make sure that you use my affiliate link. That way I get credit for it. Thank you. Here's the TTM Squeeze Pro link. There we go. All right, so now let's add our support and resistance. So AMD. Broke below that little daily bear flag right here. I don't see anything till there. Somewhere in this area, all the way down there. Monthly. Ain't nothing holding it up. Weekly. Nothing holding it up. Oh, this is just Thinkorswim. All you need to do is have a $500 account. You got to set it up to look like mine. I have a video on how to do that, by the way. Let's see. So maybe if AMD cracks Friday's low at 87.94, I'll see what it can do there. We are not promoting other channels in here. Yes, so if AMD cracks below there, monthly person's pivot all the way down here. So ideally with AMD, I'd be interested to the downside. Maybe we can look for some bounces to the upside. We'll see. But ideally, I would prefer AMD to the downside. So that's the analysis behind that one. Baba, we just have that daily gap that needs to fill. Anything blocking it in between? Not at all. So keep an eye on Baba for the gap down. Facebook breaking below yearly lows. Like no support on this thing. Trying to see if we got some type of trend line here. Maybe that level is going to act as a trend line in the future. We'll see. At this point, it's kind of just person's pivots that we're going to have to use. I got nothing for like 20 points to the downside. That's huge. So we'll see what happens there. Maybe we'll get some resistance right here. I never even actually been mentored by John Carter. I was taught by somebody else, and it so happened that they were friends. So my strategy's pretty similar to John Carter's. Hence why I love the TTM squeeze. But then I added my own twist. That is how I got my strategy. Let's see. Thank you for the subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. So as far as Facebook, I mean, I'm pretty interested to the downside. Break below Friday's low. I got nothing for 20 points. They do report earnings this week, so we'll see what happens there. GME, just some degenerate stuff. Would be quite interested to see if it breaks that falling wedge. We'll get some price targets throughout the week, but as of now, I want to see a breakout of the falling wedge, and then I'll determine what we're going to do from there. But let's see, we'll keep an eye on GME, HPQ, pretty simple. Want to see what happens at that weekly 34 EMA. It's been support 1, 2, 3, 4 times, comes back a fifth, it'll probably act as support. So we'll see what happens there. And then what was the next one? JKS. We already know that we want to try to snag that off that weekly 2134, which is at 48.5. And then no, I watch level 2 when I'm day trading. Microsoft's a big maybe. I'm just interested to see what happens at that yearly low. Maybe we bounce. Maybe we just demolish it. It's got some room to get there. Around like $3. We do have that quarterly pivot at 270. What was that? 272.87. My bad. 272.87. No, that's a 21. The 21 EMA is the mean. Boom. So we'll see what happens with Microsoft. If we bounce, could come back up 280.25. We fall below it, I mean. 260.18, 260.32 is not out of the question. We'll see what ends up happening there. Netflix. Crack below the low. Or crack above the high. Could go back to there. Nice gap fill. Break below there. I got a huge drop that could happen. 157.96. We'll just say 158. There's our Netflix level. So break below 210.05, could see 200. Maybe we bounce. Can't talk today. Bounce at 200. Then we can ride some calls, or we break above 227.68, 234.27, 248.7, 250, 259.23. Maybe a gap fill. So we'll watch that one. Nvidia. What is up with people like this? Get out of here. Let's see. Nvidia's kind of iffy. We'll see what happens, but if AMD pulls, this is going with it. 174. But yeah, break below Friday's low. It's probably going lower after that. 187.62, 174. To the upside, we got to crack above 205.67. Then maybe we get some room to the upside. 210.79. 216.24. So there's the Nvidia levels. SQ, interested to see what happens at 100. Maybe we bounce, maybe we don't. It did break that trend line that I had. So break below Friday's low. Take it to 100. If we don't bounce at 100, we got a long shot to the downside, that's for sure. We do have that monthly pivot right there. Six one. Again, if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask them. Whoops. There's SQ for the week. Twitter, weird price action. Honestly, no. I don't want to put Twitter on the list. And then VXX. That 3-day squeeze is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see, break above the high of the consolidation. We could see, what is that? 2804. $28.22. That's purple. This high right here. And honestly, way up there. Boom. So there's the weekly watch list. We got AMD, BABA, Facebook, GME, HPQ, JKS, Microsoft, Netflix, Nvidia, SQ, and VXX. So, what I do from here, I just record the YouTube video, cut it up, edit it, have it uploaded tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. But hopefully that gave you guys kind of an idea of how I go about making this weekly watch list. We got it done in 50 minutes, so literally all of next week is already planned with just 50 minutes on a Saturday. So it's very important to, you know, we always create a weekly watch list. That way you already know what you're going to be aiming for in the week. Or not aiming for, but you already have your levels and everything set. All you got to do is execute the trade. Again, I cannot talk today. I don't know why. But yeah, before I hop off of here, does anybody have any questions for me? Are we at 20K yet? Let's see, how many away am I? We are 60 subscribers away from 20K. I need y'all to run it up. If you guys are not subscribed, click it. Hold on. Hold on. Of course. But yeah, if you guys aren't, make sure you're following me on Instagram. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Make sure you're following Team Bull. Jadon's funny as shit. But yeah. I don't know what CMG is going to report, to be honest with you. But yeah, everybody enjoy your weekend. If you're not, make sure you're subscribed. I'll be out celebrating tonight. And yeah, ask me questions.